Capricorn, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. And Cap, today, let's get a message from your higher self. Let's see what they want to pass along. Let's see what they want to say, what you need to hear, be aware of. What's being hidden. Let's talk about you, Capricorn. We have Jesus, the teacher. Walk the walk. Card number 33, Christ activation in the house. Okay. This is about setting the example, being the leader. Teaching others how to act by acting the right way in difficult situations. But this is really applying the teachings of Yeshua and Jesus into your life and living that lifestyle. But I'm getting a good example type of energy here. Okay? Lead by example, Capricorn. Lead by example. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what your higher self wants to say and why this came out today. The first card is going to represent what your higher self wants you to heal or to work on here. Well, to heal. The 5 of Shards. Okay. So in this deck, the shards are wands. So that's the 5 of Wands. Could be a little bit of conflict, could be challenges, could be struggles. We'll find out what that is. The next card represents what your higher self wants you to do or what you can do to improve your life, make things a little bit easier for you. We have the 7 of, well, these are the Pentacles. So the 7 and the 6 and the 7 of the Gems, which are the 6 and 7 of Pentacles. That's how you can make things a little bit easier for yourself. Okay. The next card represents your biggest strength and what will help you the most in your current situation or in life in general. A lot of gems here. So there's the Vials, the 5 of Vials, and the 8 of Pentacles. So the Vials in this deck are the Cups. That's your past energy. Okay. And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And the next card represents what's being hidden, what you're not seeing here. The 2 of Stones. That's the 2 of Swords. There's a blockage. There's a 10 of Pentacles, which the 10 of Gems. It's weird when they use these different things. I don't know which one to say. So we'll just go with the flow. All right. So the 5 of Shards, the 5 of Wands is what they want you to heal. Let's see what that means. There's it could be internal conflict, could be external. It's internal. We got the 9 of Wands. Okay. You. Okay, so we've established there's something from the past that's wounded you. That's 2 of Wands, you're outside your comfort zone. Patience. Okay, it's alchemy. What is it from the past here? There's something from the past that hasn't been released or let go here. Capricorn is creating, I believe, an internal blockage. Could be subconscious, could be conscious. What is the 5 of Wands? What is that struggle, that conflict? What is Capricorn conflicted about? What is this? A connection that didn't go right. 2 of Cups is in reverse. Whoa, a relationship. The High Priest is here. Wheel of Fortune. There's the Moon. Okay, there was hidden influences here from the past. There's the Emperor and the High Priest. There's someone from the past here that you're conflicted about. The 2 of Cups is in reverse. Is it what? It's letting go. It's turning your back on that. There's a 7 of Swords. There's a liar here. And there's the fresh start. So someone lied, cheated, stole from you. Someone betrayed you here. And you haven't fully forgiven. So what needs to be healed is forgiveness here, Capricorn. Forgive them. You know, as Yeshua said. Okay, then now we know why this card came out. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. So forgive those from the past who did you wrong. Forgive yourself for any choices or decisions you made that you may not have appreciated now as you look back and move forward and learn from that instead of holding on to that. But there is a unbalanced relationship. There's disharmony with someone and you're still holding on to something about that. That's what needs to be healed or released here, Capricorn. Yeah, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. It very well could be a love. It could be a family, mother, father. But it's definitely... Wow, okay. They want you to move forward balanced as well. But there's the you and someone else. So I think I need a new deck. My Queen of Cups is... My King and my Queen of Pentacles are in rough shape in this deck. Okay. They use really thin cards for this. But either way, what needs to be healed is releasing and letting go. Forgiveness. Remember, we don't forgive other people for them. We forgive for ourselves. Okay. Now, how you can improve life so you're living your best life yet is the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. It's like investing in kindness, showing yourself kindness, maybe showing others kindness, showing someone kindness when they didn't show kindness to you. Let me understand that a little bit more. Can I understand that just a little bit more for the Capricorn? I'll stop that. What the fuck? Self-love, giving yourself. Okay, you might be being hard. Are you being hard on yourself, Capricorn? There's your goals, your dreams. You're giving a lot of attention to this. How you can improve life is self-love, loving yourself, prioritizing yourself, knowing that you deserve nothing but the best, taking the time for yourself, but showing yourself kindness, have patience with yourself, right? If that's how you can improve life, prioritizing your happiness and self-love. You deserve it. You're worth it, right? You know how, what's that? Is that L'Oreal? Like, you're worth it, darling. You're worth it. What is it? That's a slogan for some kind of makeup. But how you can live your best life yet, how you can improve life, is self-love, Capricorn, loving yourself, forgiving yourself, prioritizing yourself. You should be your biggest fan. Okay. Now, your biggest strength that will help you, assist you here through this challenge is the 5 of Vials, which again, the 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. I think it's mastery, but let me see a mastery of what? Because there's the 5 of Cups. That's your past. I think it's mastering the ability to look at situation from a positive instead of a negative, mastering the ability to look at the future instead of the past. Am I understanding that? Is there anything else you want to say there to Capricorn? Because this is your biggest strength. So something that you're good at. Yeah, it is. It's moving forward and releasing. Looking towards your future. So, you know, when we think of the 5 of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck, right? He's got some spilt milk. He's got some spilt blood, but he has 2 cups that are up. He has options. So your biggest strength and what will help you the most through this is your ability to look forward. Your ability to master, you know, I'm taking a Shaolin monk course right now with Master Shi Hang Yi, and the way he words things, it's so different than the way I word it, but I love it. So, you know, it's directing your mind and your attention towards where you're going, not where you've been. And it's the ability to direct your mind. Because, yeah, negative thoughts are going to come up. Worries, anxieties, fears, thoughts about the past. They're always there. They're not going anything, right? They're not going anywhere. It's Agent Smith. But it's your ability to direct your thoughts, to control your mind. So focus on your future. Focus on where you're going as opposed to focus on the past. But there's this little dog running away from the fool. So showing loyalty to yourself and prioritizing yourself here as you're progressing forward, Capricorn. And what's being hidden is the 2 of Stones, the swords, a blockage. So what blockage is hidden? What isn't Capricorn realizing, seeing, to understand for holding on? The World. Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay, there's the Tower. Okay, what's being hidden or what you're not seeing or realizing here is holding on to the past is preventing you from living your best life yet. The World in reverse is when we're not living up to our full potential. There's the World, or excuse me, there's the Fool, there's your fresh start, there's your new beginning, and there's the Tower. So whatever it happened here that you haven't fully forgiven, let go, or released, what they want you to realize is holding on to that is preventing you from bringing in your best life, preventing you from bringing in your manifestation. The 10 of Pentacles is here, which tells me you're an abundant, prosperous energy. The frequencies are surrounding you. They're supporting you here. And they really do want you to release and let go because it's hurting you. It's not hurting the person or whatever it is that you're holding on to from the past. What is the perspective change? What I'm going to ask, let me rephrase. What's the lesson that they were teaching Capricorn? I understand forgiveness, but I feel like there's something maybe a little bit deeper. 6 of Wands, how to go with the flow. How to go with the flow. Yeah, okay. It's really how to go with the flow. There's you. So when we're the rock, when we're rigid, when we're resistant, we create suffering in our life. It's about going with the flow. Teachings of Lao Tse, right? Letting go of what you can't control. Letting go of the things that you cannot change. Going with the flow and focusing on what you can control and what you can change. All right, Cappy, let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And then we shall jump back into the tarot. Bye-bye. All right. What does Capricorn need to surrender to release and let go? Success. That's what's up. S-U-C-C-E-S-S. That's the way we spell success. Okay. You are ready to experience abundance. Do not look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Instead, leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Maybe some of you are, going through your own frequency change from the 3D to the 5D, jumping into the new earth, right? The new earth is individual, something that you create on your own. And maybe you're kind of in that energy where there's a massive increase in your frequency going on here. I think in my last reading, there was a massive timeline shift and a massive change. So I think I could be tapping into the same collective, tapping into that same energy here, Capricorn. And Cap, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below. Okay? Can they get any more obvious? We got ourselves a lot of abundance here. You're being asked to open to abundance and believe that you're deserving of it, and believe that my dogs heard me. They got excited. They came running down the stairs. Okay, guys, I'll be up there in a minute. Sorry, Cap. Let's start the card again. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it. Can you hear them barking? Okay. And to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. So breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Remember, you're going to manifest what you believe. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you deserve this, Capricorn, because you do. Like I said, you should be your biggest fan. Let's grab the Egyptian god or goddess. Who wants to talk to Cappe? We have Geb. Okay, so we have earthly focus here, card number 10. Let's get your message. Greetings, dear ones, for I bring you blessings from the earth. My dear wife Nui, then the sky goddess above you, and I am below you. And together we agreed to separate so humans could live safely on this earth. Let your focus be on earthly things and gathering some possessions together for the future. Grow food in your garden and invite earth elementals and fairies to be with you as you stand on my earth and receive my healing energy. Abundance is resolution of financial worries, but consider carefully if current business/financial plans should be continued. Okay, and we'll go to work then. A good time to successfully build your career. If your current work ends, new work will come in a very reasonable time. And the future message is present difficulties will resolve with time and patience. All right, let's get your shadow self. And then let's get back into the tarot and see what advice or what your spirit guides, higher self, source self, what actions they want you to take here as you progress forward to remove and overcome that blockage. And remember too, if it's a subconscious blockage here, Capricorn, you reprogram your mind. Your mind's like a computer, right? You reprogram it when you're in the theta brainwave. So that's in the mornings when you first wake up, and at night when you're falling asleep, you're in that groggy energy. That's the best time to repeat your positive affirmations, your visualizations, express your principle of appreciation. And through repetition in that brainwave, it'll kind of remove those subconscious blockages. Okay, we have entitled. This is what they want you to face. This is the shadow part of yourself. Expecting special treatment without earning it. Be grateful for what you have. Focus on the principle of appreciation. All right, Kat. So let's see what your spirit guides, higher self, source self. Let's see what advice they want to pass along to move forward, what actions they want you to take. What do you want to say, higher self? What you want to say to Cappe? Baby, let's cut the deck because I ain't getting no cards. All right, let's redo that. Advice or actions here for Capricorn to move forward. They're asking you to change the deck. They're not happy with that. Okay. They want the Rider-Waite deck. There might be something specific they want. Let's redo it. Let's redo it. All right. Advice or actions going forward for Capricorn. Okay. What cards do you want to present? There we go. We'll get a little something. We'll get a little something. The World. Six of Wands. The Eight of Wands is in reverse. There's a Six of Pentacles. There's regret. There's the Star. There's your healing. There's the Sun healing you. There's a Three of Cups. This is all about alchemy, and, you know, the Hierophant is a very spiritual guy. As above, so below, as within, so without. But he's got a lot of knowledge. There's the keys of knowledge here. This is applying principles and the spiritual laws, you know, whether it's mat laws, principle of hermetics, the spiritual laws into your life as you progress forward. And very specifically, the principle of appreciation. Focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have. Celebrate the little things. Celebrate your progress. Focus on the people, places, and things in your life that are there for you. But this is all about alchemy of the mind here. And moving forward with no regrets. Everything that happens to teach us something. There could have been a very imbalanced, there's an element of giving and receiving here. And we want to create that balance, whether it's in relationships, in our life, through, you know, well, there's that law of 10%, right? You always give back 10%, whether it's knowledge, time, or money. Actually, the Shaolin monks and Buddhism teaches us that the lowest form of charity is money. Time is more beneficial, is what they teach us. But either way, it don't matter. It's always giving back and creating that balance. If you're giving back, then you're receiving. So it's creating balance, connections, and relationships, creating that balance within yourself, right? Between your feminine and your masculine, between action and thought. Because here's the World and the Six of Wands. You have so much abundance and prosperity coming through, and you don't want to let the past hinder you or stop you from receiving your gifts and your blessings, right? This is your karmic, what am I hearing? This is your karmic justice of Okay. So this is your karma. This is your justice. This is what you deserve for something that may have happened or been taken away from you. So there's an element here of knowing that a lot of prosperity is coming through. And look at, whenever I see this card in my spirit readings, I always see this little horse. Look how smug he is. And I always feel like it's your spirit guides, your higher self saying, listen, Capricorn, I told you. I told you so. You just had to trust me. So trust the universe, trust in the divine, trust in the process. You have a lot of success coming through, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, Capricorn. And going forward, they want you to focus on where you're going. They want you to focus on creating that balance. But there's an element of kindness. Let's say you win the lottery, win $1 million. Don't forget to give back to those who are less fortunate. But I also get this feeling that it's showing kindness and patience and understanding to you, and knowing and believing that you deserve nothing but the best. All right, Cap, that's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you like my style, like your reading, as always, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, for it helps my channel to grow. Thank you, Cap. I always appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off today with your final message. Set a meeting with yourself and keep it. Make it a priority. Treat that meeting like you would any other. So set aside 10 minutes to write down 5 values that are important to you. Keep the list in your pocket as you move throughout your day. And maybe repeat those 5 values and those things that are important to you. And the theta brainwave to remove any blockages that might be there. That's what I got. Capricorn, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.